All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. All right, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Johann Duhaupas, man. Hey, this was a pretty good heavyweight fight, man. I give it up, man. One of my questions that I had coming into this fight was, would Jarrell Big Baby Miller at 305 pounds, would he be able to go the distance? And part of my questions, they did get answered. Early in the fight, Big Baby Miller jumped on Johann Duhaupas, and Duhaupas had to weather the storm, and he was able to get through the first initial onslaught by Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller was catching this guy with a lot of good right hands, a lot of good uppercuts, man. They were trading, and I definitely thought that Big Baby Miller got the best of the exchanges. That's my opinion, okay? That's what I saw. And, Big Baby, the first 5-6 rounds, man, he was looking good. Like, the stamina wasn't going to be an issue. My issue, though, with him is that he was throwing a lot of punches, but to me, they seemed more like decoy punches. Like, they didn't seem like he didn't throw the majority. Like, he threw, like, what? I think Jarrell Miller threw, like, over 800 punches, landed about 200 or 300. And I say most of those punches, they were like decoy punches. He didn't throw them with, like, with any intent to try to slow the guy down. And like if he threw 5 punches, he would take 1 punch and really hit Johann Duhaupas and back him up. But the other punches, they were like pity-pat punches. I'm like, man, he's 305 pounds, and I'm like, the punching power, man, it's not there with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He did a good job of slipping the punches, man. He was doing a good job of slipping Johann Duhaupas' jab. And I actually would have liked to see him counter over the jab that he kept slipping. It'd have been nice, man, but, Big Baby didn't put that in his repertoire, so, it is what it is. As the fight progressed, though, you saw Johann Duhaupas, started to land some good shots on Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Johann's a left hand, man. He was actually catching Big Baby Miller. I think most of the fight, Duhaupas just didn't have enough power, man, to really actually get Baby attention. He stunned him a couple of times, and Big Baby Miller kind of shook it off and just weathered that and came back. And a couple of rounds, Big Baby had to take some time. He took a couple of rounds off. I had it 8 rounds to 4. And at first I had it 9 rounds to 3, but I had it 8 rounds to 4. I gave Duhaupas 4 rounds. And those are the rounds that I thought that Big Baby Miller, he was taking a round off, and I thought that was the time that Johann Duhaupas could have actually got some really good offense going, because Big Baby, you can clearly tell that the guy was winded, okay? The guy was winded. He was taking time off. And when you 300 pounds, man, I don't care what you say, you're not going to be able to keep the output like high quality punches. He threw a lot of punches, but they were punches with no substance, in my opinion. And I got so aggravated with the commentary, man, because, again, they really didn't highlight what Duhaupas did well. Like, Duhaupas, he had a chin, man. And he was real tricky, man. He was making Big Baby Miller come chase him, man. And that was wearing down Big Baby Miller. I would have liked to see Duhaupas actually go to Big Baby's body, because I think Big Baby Miller's body is very suspect. And I think that a very, very good heavyweight fighter, they're going to get in the ring with Big Baby Miller, and they're going to actually see that his body is suspect. And because when Duhaupas did attack his body, Big Baby Miller kind of took a breath, and I'm like, yep, them body shots hurt him, man. Whoever fight this guy next, he's like a big old tank, man, but he's weak in the body. He's very, very, very weak in the body. And somebody, who do you think could exploit that? Who? It's the same guy that he didn't call out. The same guy that didn't call out. But let's look at these punch stats, man. So Big Baby Miller landed 261 punches, man. I mean, that's a lot of punches. That's a lot to get hit. But, Duhaupas was still walking. I mean, he was like, you think a guy that big who landed 261 punches, somebody got to go to sleep. But nah, man. He let this Duhaupas dude, he let him hang around, man. And I kept telling people that Johann Duhaupas is a tough dude. If you give him time to actually go train and really do what he got to do, he's very tough, man. He's going to hang around. And, honestly, man, he would have went 12 rounds with Wilder. But the referee really, this guy couldn't take any more punishment, man. He just couldn't. And then he came in when he fought Povetkin, man, he was out of shape, man. He took that fight on short notice. So it's kind of like, man, okay, he fought Wilder, then he fought the drug cheat, then he fought Big Baby Miller, I think Duhaupas is, I think the damage from the Wilder fight, I think that set him up, man. And then the damage from the Povetkin fight messed him up. This is somebody who I would have expected Big Baby Miller to take out of there, but he didn't. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I think if he get in there with Wilder and if he get in there with Joshua, I definitely know now, if he get in there with Deontay Wilder, he going to sleep. If he get in there with Joshua, he might can go 12 rounds with Joshua. He might can, but he going to take a beating in the process, man. He can't beat them two, man. Big Baby Miller, he showed a lot of poise, man. Showed some good skill. I like the way he was slipping punches. I like the way he was doing it, but I just don't think he got the tools, man, to fight them two. I don't think. In my opinion, I don't think he do. But, and then I was shocked that Big Baby Miller did not call out Deontay Wilder. I'm like, yo. But, I guess Anthony Joshua seemed to be the guy, the money guy. And Big Baby Miller said it himself, man. He said, all right, Eddie Hearn, do what you said. So now we know Eddie Hearn done promised Jarrell Big Baby Miller a fight with Joshua if he signed with him. And, oh, man. Well, hopefully, we probably won't see that. And Big Baby Miller probably won't see a fight with Joshua. And that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe.